That's it. You're going to be investing in yourself. That's what you need. And you got all the Phil's Gang material archived. You got classrooms. You got support. There's nothing like it. So as this needs to go higher, not because things are good, the economy is doing well, because of all this stimulus, you're missing one of the best opportunities to put retirement money away now. Sock it away now, but you got to learn how to do it. Check us out. That's philsgang.com or give us a call 877-600-4264. Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. You know, a lot of people are afraid of the stock market after losing most of their money in the different crashes, but now you don't have to be fearful. You have technology that will tell you when the markets are ready to collapse. That's right, the PT2. I designed it so that we get information in advance of any correction, the smallest correction to the largest correction. Get my PT2. Make sure this time when you are investing that you have safety on your side.
Find out more at phil.com or call 877-600-4264.
I love your show. I love your honesty. Glad to say I'm doing very, very well. Thanks to Phil. I now have become a consistent, profitable trader.
I've been with you for about a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%.
I'm so grateful that I found you and with you and your staff.
This year, I'm up 60% on my portfolio.
I'm on top of the world. I finally feel like I've master's degree in stock trading.
Well, I just want to tell you, thank you for giving my confidence back in trading.
I have learned more in this 2 months than I have in my years of doing all my different stuff, and I want to say thank you. Been with you a long, long time. Done really well with you.
I think what you're doing is extremely important. Financial education is, in many respects, the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
For more information on the philsgang.com, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Again, that's 877-600-4264.
Every single one of his medical bills, everything is just all taken care of.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes.
At St. Jude, will receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti. Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Here at Phil's Gang, we understand the ghosts of 2008 and 2009 hang over all investors. In a recent banking analyst report, studies show the reason people are not investing in the stock market is a greater need for financial education. At Phil's Gang, we are your #1 provider of financial investing education techniques. For over a decade, Phil Grande has been coaching, guiding, and helping people build a successful trading plan for any time frame, from current income to retirement security.
I think what you're doing is extremely important. People don't realize this, but financial education is, in many respects, the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
Build confidence with Phil's Gang today, with daily webinars, alerts, and educational videos. And all material is archived for your convenience. Put the investment ghosts in the past and start investing with Phil Grande and Phil's Gang today. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. There is only one talk show host, Phil Grande, who delivers both social and financial talk. Not even Hannity or Rush can deliver a 1-2 punch like that. That's Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Phil Grande is unique, the industry leader, the first talk show host ever to combine social issues and finance into winning stock market ideas. That's Phil Grande.com. That's philsgang.com. Professional traders and investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional traders and investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB universal account. They also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology, from extensive options trading tools to sophisticated risk management and keep a pulse on daily market activity with commentary with IB's Traders Insight, which delivers market analysis from professional traders in the industry directly to your screen. Visit us at interactivebrokers.com to learn more about these offerings. Interactivebrokers.com. Interactive Brokers, member SIPC.
Why aren't you using the spiders? Why are you paying 63% of the money you saved as a fee? 401k, you are paying in fees 63% of the money that you saved. That is crazy. Why don't you switch? Join my gang, Phil's. What millions of people do, use the spiders. 500 best stocks in the world.
Find out more at philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
Our bill brings down rates. I don't know if you have seen Jonathan Gruber of MIT's analysis, what the comparison status quo versus what will happen in our bill for those who seek insurance within the exchange. I don't know who he is. He didn't help write our bill.
He didn't write your bill. Unbelievable. Hey, did you see what happened today? They finally came out and they identified through 20,000 pages of email that was released to Wall Street Journal, and the House Oversight Committee showed that Gruber was the key advisor. He was the architect of Obamacare, but everybody was lying about it. You heard that. There's Pelosi right there. It came out today, 20,000 emails. This guy was living at the White House, for God's sakes. It's unbelievable. He told Congress last year, Gruber, if you remember, that he disagreed with the widespread characterization of his role as architect of Obamacare. Well, guess what? He is.
That was not the architect of President Obama's health care plan.
But he is. It's right there in these 20,000 pages. When are these people going to stop lying? Lying is the cornerstone of this administration. I think it's the cornerstone of all administration. I really do.
I'll try to be objective, but just full disclaimer, I was involved in writing the legislation.
It doesn't stop, does it? Here's Scarborough this morning.
The Wall Street Journal, the man who said America was tricked about the high cost of Obamacare was a lot closer to the controversial law. Previously known, new emails show that MIT economist Jonathan Gruber, remember him, was in regular contact with high-level Obama administration staffers about the health care laws.
But that's not what the White House said, Mark Halperin. They said he was a big
player.
player.
No, and I owe all my apology because they kept telling me he was hugely involved, and the White House played it down.
No,
they were right.
The White House
Republicans
lied.
were right.
Did the White House lie about that?
I think they were not fully forthcoming, or they may have had their recollections impaired.
Howard, did the White House lie about Mr. Gruber?
I think they were not fully forthcoming.
The White House.
Gruber was Uber.
Really? I don't see anything funny about it. See, if I was Dean, that's why he's a phony. He's such a phony. These people are all phonies. He said, laughing. This is laughable. It's disgusting. I don't care if you're a Republican or Democrat. If you're on that show this morning, especially Dean, he should have said, I'm outraged. I'm outraged over this. I am outraged. He needs to be held accountable for his lies. Everyone should be accountable for their lies, and we're going to do something about it. He should be outraged. See, we need need to start sending a message out there of Americanism. That's what we need, Americanism. And we don't need Hillary Clinton. She thinks government can create jobs. She thinks the government actually builds my business for me every day. No. Free people build businesses. Free people create jobs. But to have freedom, you need to have the opportunity to grow wealth. See, and that's the job of government, to create an opportunity, to create an environment so an entrepreneur can go out and create wealth. Well, that's not what this administration did. Not since 2009. And that's why people don't feel good. When you go to the bank and borrow money, and you can't, try to get a business loan today. It's impossible. Because the bank rather take the money and loan it back to the Federal Reserve at night. They make much more money without any risk. They can make a 3% net profit at night, where if they loan you money, after all, they're lucky to make a quarter percent, or 1.25% if they're really lucky. We need Americanism back. That would be a victory. Creating jobs for hardworking people. But you're not going to get that by having this TPP and NAFTA. I mean, I can't believe we're back on that thing again. The TPP. I mean, what's with this?
The United States is engaging in the Trans-Pacific Partnership trade negotiations. We're pursuing a regional agreement with the nations of the Trans-Pacific Partnership. We are also pressing ahead with negotiations for the Trans-Pacific Partnership. Trans-Pacific Partnership, a new free trade agreement. We are very committed to the Trans-Pacific Partnership. The Trans-Pacific Partnership. The Trans-Pacific Partnership. Trans-Pacific Partnership.
Oh, really? Now, what about now, today? That's when you were the Secretary of State. Now what?
There's another question that I got asking you on Trans-Pacific Partnership.
There are questions being raised about this current agreement. It hasn't been fully negotiated yet, so I don't know what the final...
Oh, my God. But when she was Secretary of State, selling influence, becoming multimillionaires by selling influence. Is that what she said? When are we going to get Americanism back? And leave my guns alone. No one's going to take my guns. My God. That's all we heard. The liberals, oh my God. Take everybody's guns away. Take everybody's guns away. Where has Americanism gone? Where's it gone? You know, our economy, it's all phony. It's so phony, it's incredible, isn't it? I mean, think what they do with this economy. They create fake numbers, fake jobs, fake everything. Fake unemployment numbers. It's incredible. Unemployment rate of 5.5%. 5.5%. We're no nearer 5.5% than Milligilla the gorilla. I mean, are you nuts? 5.5%. We're 12%. But wait a minute. But every time on TV, you turn on a business station, whether it's Fox or someone else, and they start talking about the unemployment rates and the employment numbers, it's always, 5.5% unemployment, 5.5%. No, it isn't. Let's stop right now and start using the right number. Let's stop right now, and every month, if there's 200,000 people that are unemployed, there are 200 unemployed. Don't take half of them and shift them to the other column that is the discouraged. My God, where are we going to get Americanism back? How are we going to get it back? We got to reject all these lies. I don't know who we're going to put in the White House. I really believe Trump would be the best president. What we need. Somebody who's so far from politics. Just somebody who goes in there and just has a brain in their head and says, this doesn't make sense. See, nobody does that. It's all about versus your team. Well, I'll give on this, but you give on that. It's just crazy. Pelosi and Reid and you need to take a shower when you finish talking about these people in Washington. You really do. We'll be right back after this break. It is 15 past the hour here at Phil's Game. We'll take a look at the market when we get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Here at Phil's Gang, we understand the ghosts of 2008 and 2009 hang over all investors. In a recent banking analyst report, studying people are not investing in the stock market is a greater need for financial education. At Phil's Gang, we are your #1 provider of financial investing education techniques. For over a decade, Phil Grande has been coaching, guiding, and helping people build a successful trading plan for any time frame, from current income to retirement security.
I think what you're doing is extremely important. People don't realize this, but financial education is in many respects the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
Build your investment. Phil's Gang today with daily webinars, alerts, and videos, and all material for your convenience. Put the investment ghosts in the past and start investing with Phil Grande and Phil's Gang today. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Grande at philsgang.com. What makes investors around the world successful? They're savvy, they do their homework, they look for the best deal, and they find it at philsgang.com and Interactive Brokers.
Professional investors know that Interactive Brokers the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB universal account, they also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology. Go to Interactive Brokers and improve your returns today.
philgang.com chooses interactivebroker.com. Check out Interactive Brokers for more information. Be sure to tell them Phil Green. That's interactivebrokers.com. $12 million to create a green job? What are you, nuts? That's what it costs. $12 million for one green job. 2,298 green jobs were created under Obama during his crony capitalism days. It's insane. He promised 5 million new green jobs. 26 billion gone. Join my gang so you know which stocks to buy.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Boy, the news has not been good lately. You know that 62% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. 24% of Americans have more credit card debt than emergency savings. Or how about this one? Adults under the age of 35 currently have savings rates of negative 2%. Wow. We need to set up a game plan. We need to get you back into the financial markets in a very positive way. And we can do that. Just join philsgang.com. We're here to help you. It's only $49.95 a month. That's it. You're going to be investing in yourself. That's what you need. And you got Phil's Gang material archive. You got classrooms. You got support. There's nothing like it. So as this market continues to go higher, not because things are good, not because the economy is doing well, because of all this stimulus, you're missing one of the best opportunities to put retirement money away now. Sock it away now, but you got to learn how to do it. Check us out. That's philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Why aren't you using the spiders? Why are you paying 63% of the money you saved as a fee? 401k, you are paying in fees 63% of the money that you saved. That is crazy. Why don't you switch to the spiders? Join my gang, Phil's Gang, and do what millions of people do. Use the spiders. 500 best stocks in the world.
Find out more at philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. It's clear the real undisputed champion in social and financial talk is Phil Grande and the Phil's Gang Show.
You know, Obama got the last laugh because another fantastic jobs report came out.
The last laugh is on you, Bill. Think about this. 232,000 jobs created. How about this? We lost 252,000 full-time jobs to get those 232,000 jobs. And worse, we gained 437,000 lousy part-time jobs, mostly minimum wage. No, the last laugh is on you.
Only Phil Grande delivers business and financial news with an insider's perspective on Wall Street and the economy.
You're going to keep trying to push these banks higher, offset what's going on. And the earnings are all driven by, of course, stock buybacks. So you got all this stuff going on, which makes for a perfect storm.
That's the one and only Phil Grande and the Phil's Gang Show.
Join me weekdays at 3 p.m. for the best in social and financial talk. That's weekdays every day at 3 p.m. here on Phil.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment by the Phil's Gang video channel on YouTube.com.
Because I think one of the things that we have to do in this country is to stop lying. We were earlier talking and touched on the issue of slavery. Ever since the forcible removal of millions of African Americans from chattel slavery, this country has been importing new slave labor.
That's right.
Because this country wants and runs and is fueled by cheap labor,
That's
whether it was
right.
Puerto Ricans, whether it was people we drew from Mexico to come here and continue to do so because the people who are on your side, big agriculture. The big corporate interests who want people to come.
Well, she does say
Once
that.
we
I
agree
bring
with
people
you.
Here, okay, well, once we bring people here, people's family members, people whose families are born here, are American.
Unbelievable. Welcome back to Phil's Gang. I believe like Trump. Build that wall and just, hey, you stay on your side. We're going to stay on our side. Why should we? Here we again, Americanism. They're going to bring in tax revenue if they work. The people coming over the border, $10,000, but we're going to give them $36,000 worth of goodies. Now, wait a minute. This doesn't make any sense. Every day in this country, we have to go out and borrow $5 billion because we're short. Our checking account has brackets. It's negative $5 billion a day. At the end of the day, when they close the store, the United States government store, they're missing. We got to go borrow it. And when you borrow money, it's like an individual borrows money. You lose your freedom. You lose Americanism. Worse than to be in debt, is it? That is a terrible thing. You lose your freedom. You can't do a thing. What a horrible thing to be in debt. Disposable income. That's what's left after you pay taxes. It's better to look at it as that's what's left after you pay bills. Think of it that way. That's even much better. That's really disposable income. People don't have any. So what did this great country do? Financial services. Let's take a piece of plastic. We'll give everybody a plastic card. Unbelievable. And what we'll do is we'll put everything in this computer, all fake money, put it in there. And what we'll end up doing is owning the people. We'll own them. Let them get up to debt. They're yinging up to debt. Let them get right up their eyeballs. We will own them. They don't have any freedom. We can keep them down. They'll do whatever we want them to do. Whether you're a country or an individual and you're in debt, it is horrible. We are in debt. Our country is so broke, it's incredible. Got our printing machine and threw it away. Somebody took it away from us. The only difference between us and all the other, we got a printing machine. But you pay for it. At the end of the day, we pay for it. You can print all the money you want. Oh, $5 billion debt. Let's print money. China doesn't want to buy our treasuries. We'll print money. How long do you think China or the Saudis or anyone is going to loan us that $5 billion a day? They will. But they're going to want interest, a lot of interest, at 2.4% right now. 2.4%. China comes over here. They take their wall. First print that up. Then they exchange it for dollars. They go over to the Treasury building. Say, here's the $5 billion to cover the money you need today. Give me my 2.4%. One day they're not going to go over and say. So we keep spending like we really believe they're going to do it forever. It's never going to stop. What? One day they stop. Stupid. Where's the Americanism? when the system is, we don't build anything. We buy a house. That's all we do here is buy houses and cars and a college education that's worth crap. Think of our college educations. Kids are, by the time they pay their interest and everything else, about 30 grand. And they can't even find a job. Because the guy that he usually took the job from is still working. He's 60, 70, 80 years old. He's still working. So what's this deal? Go to college, get a job, go to college, go get a college education. It's all about college education. Remember your parents? Go get an education. Don't be like me. Are you kidding? I'd rather be like my parents were. My parents owed nothing on their home. They never had a bill. They had a great life. See, we got to start appreciating what we got. The problem with this country is the mindset. That's our real problem here. Stop with this craziness of this the poverty, and therefore we got to build this welfare empire. Change your thought process. Why don't we get people to start changing? See, the solution is not increasing minimum wage. That's not the solution to poverty. I don't understand that. Everybody believes the solution to fixing poverty is minimum wage, or the solution to fixing poverty is go to every millionaire, increase the taxes on them. That's the solution. That is not the solution. We got to change the minds of the poor. You got to change. See, being poor is a mindset. We got to start changing the mindset of the poor. Start changing your thoughts. Then you start changing the environment around you. Begin to do new things. Stop thinking all the time, you're broke. It's the mindset that kills you. Connecting with new people who inspire you rather than put you down. Hang out with people who are positive. Bars. I never understood why people go to bars. I never understood that. They hang around all day at a bar to be with somebody miserable like himself. I don't get it. Or there'll be a shopping center, and all the shop owners, they all go down to the coffee store, and all hang out at the coffee store, all boo-hooing. I could never understand it. If there's 10 stores in a and there's no business, you'll find them all at the coffee shop talking about how bad things are, instead of doing something that's positive. Change the mindset. It's the same thing with investing. We have 85 million people been doing the same thing for years, going into 401ks. Since the 60s, going in 401ks. They've been getting screwed since the 60s, going into 401ks, and they have no problem paying these gangsters on Wall Street 62 cents of every dollar. And they just like cattle, like sheep, keep going. They think, oh, that's just, you don't change my mindset. I'll stay with a 401k. Hey, we'll be right back.
On the show, go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
If you want to generate extra income or basically secure your financial future, you should join philsgang.com and get the best investment education available on the market today. For only $49.95 a month, you'll have complete access to Phil's daily live webinar classes, alerts, educational videos, and much, much more. At philsgang.com, there are no contracts and no hidden fees, just straightforward, no-nonsense market investment knowledge that only Phil Grande can deliver. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
Why aren't you using the spiders? Why are you paying 3% of the money you saved as a fee? 401k, you are paying in fees 63% of the money that you saved. That is crazy. Why don't you switch to the spiders? Join my gang, Phil's gang, and do what millions of people do. Use the spiders. 500 best stocks in the world.
Find out more at philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Boy, the news has not been good lately. You know that 62% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. 24% of Americans have more credit card debt than emergency savings. Or how about this one? Adults under the age of 35 currently have savings rates of negative 2%. Wow. We need to set up a game plan. We need to get you back into the financial markets in a very positive way. And we can do that. Just join philsgang.com. We're here to help you. It's only $49.95 a month. That's it. You're going to be investing in yourself. That's what you need. And you got all the Phil's Gang material archived. You got classrooms. There's nothing like it. So as this market continues to go higher, not because things are good, not because the economy is doing well, because of all this stimulus, you're missing one of the best opportunities to put retirement money away now. Sock it away now. But you got to learn how to do it. Check us out. That's philsgang.com or give us a call 877-600-4264.
Professional traders and investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional traders and investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB universal account, they also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology, from extensive options trading tools to sophisticated risk management and much more. Keep a pulse on daily market activity with commentary with IB's Traders Insight, which delivers market analysis from professional traders in the industry directly to your screen. Visit us at interactivebrokers.com to learn more about these offerings. Interactivebrokers.com. Interactive Brokers, member SIPC.
Every single one of his medical bills, everything is just all taken care of.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes.
At St. Jude, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti. Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Here at Phil's Gang, we understand the ghosts of 2008 and 2009 hang over all investors. In a recent banking analyst report, studies show the reason people are not investing in the stock market is a greater need for financial education. At Phil's Gang, we are your #1 provider of financial investing education techniques. For over a decade, Phil Grande has been coaching, guiding, and helping people build a successful trading plan for any time frame, from current income to retirement security.
I think what you're doing is extremely important. People don't realize this, but financial education is in many respects the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
Build your investment confidence with Phil's Gang today, with daily webinars, alerts, and educational videos. And all material is archived for your convenience. Put the investment ghosts in the past and start investing with Phil Grande and Phil's Gang today. For more information, go to philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
What makes investors in the world successful? They're savvy. They do their homework. They look for the best value. And they Interactive Brokers. Phil's Gang chooses Interactive Brokers, stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and worldwide from one account. I recommend Interactive Brokers to all my Phil's Gang members. I use it myself. Check them out. Go to philsgang.com and click on the Interactive Brokers graphic. And that's philsgang.com.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG.
Stock prices have rarely been higher. Those at the top have never done better. But average wages have barely budged. Inequality has deepened. Upward mobility has stalled.
But whose fault is that? That's your fault. That's your policies. That's what I don't get. Welcome back to Phil's Gang. It's unbelievable, isn't it? That's his policies. Obama believes in higher minimum wage, higher taxes, income inequality. That's a false problem. Redistribution of wealth is a false solution. It doesn't fix poverty. It never will. Let's go to a Stock Corner. Let's change our wallet.
Stock Corner is brought to you by the Phil's Gang video channel. Go to philsgang.com, click on the video channel graphic, and check out Phil's free videos on the market, economy, and current events.
All right. You know, we can't change Washington. Are you kidding? I mean, I don't care who you put in there. It's going to be the same. But what you got to change yourself. It's just like I said. If you're poor and you want to change, you got to change your mindset. That's where it doesn't start with minimum wage. It still won't change the person. You have a person raise minimum wage to $14, $15. But if he doesn't change his thought process, he doesn't change the environment around him, do any good. He doesn't start a guy that you go from $10 to $17. You think he's going to connect with new people who inspire, or do you think he's going to hang around the same people that limit him? I think he's going to stay hanging around the same people that limit him. I don't know. All right, here's something that'll uplift you. Now I want to show you something. Go to my site, philsgang.com. Click on Watch Live. If you have a mobile device or you have a working computer or at home. Look, if you want to create wealth, there's only one place to do it, is the stock market. That's it. And at $1 billion a day, we owe, think about this, we owe foreigners $11 trillion just because of our trade deficit alone. Because we buy everything. And because China won't let us build stuff and ship stuff to them, because they fool around with the exchange rate, currency rate. That means there's $35,000 every man, woman, child. We owe $35,000. Our trade deficits, $1 billion a day, we owe to our foreigners. $1 billion a day. That's crazy. That's $35,000 every man, woman, child. You know that NAFTA, we lost 5 million jobs, but you actually lost 15 million jobs, NAFTA. And nobody's talking about that. Why would they want this stupid? Every one of these agreements, we've lost jobs, all kinds of jobs. But see, nobody talks about it. But we can't, my point is we can't change anything. But here's what we can change, our mindset. You don't have to always be in a 401k. You don't have to always be. That's not there's an alternative for 401k. There is. It's called the Spider. Why would you want to stay in a mutual? It makes no sense. You deduct 2% a year for investment costs and pay a quarter of what's left to Uncle Sam. You lose another 2% to inflation. You're left with 1% a year. It takes 70 years to double your money. Why would you do that? It don't make any sense. Yet 51 million Americans are investing $4 trillion of their savings in these guys. So here's the alternative right here. Go to my site right now. Let's just take a look at McDonald's. You take this little chart. It's a green and red chart. Green, red, and orange. Green, red, orange, and yellow. The orange and yellow just simply show you when you do a crossover, it tells you, okay, like right now, see where McDonald's. You don't need to know anything about McDonald's. You don't have to know anything about their hamburgers. You don't have to know anything about their return on assets. You don't have to return on equity. You don't have to know about their margin. You don't have to know about their free cash flow. You don't have to know who the managers are. Nothing. All you know is that red crossed yellow down here. See it? You're following me. But it just turned green. So you would have bought this stock 3 days ago at, let's say, $95. Now it's $97 in 3 days. So how much is that? That's, it don't sound like much, but if you put your money in there and you want a return on your money, that's a nice little return for 3 days. That's 2% for 3 days. What do you get on a CD? Almost nothing, zero. But here's the nice thing about it. It's safe. It's safe because when you buy the stock for $95 when it turns green, you can put a stop in at $94. So you can say, hey, I'm not going to lose any more than $50. I'm not going to lose any more than $100. We did it the other day with POS, but before we bought it, we knew exactly where we were going to put our stop in, and we did. So we controlled our loss, not some dope. We control it. And look at that McDonald's. Now, if it turns red, then it's over. Now, watch this. This is even a better one. Now, I was telling you the other day about prisons. Now, we got a great opportunity. Let's take GEO. GEO. That's a prison. Okay? The GEO group. Now, look at this. Let's do it the opposite way. The opposite way. When red crossed yellow and it went from green to red, that meant the institutions, the JP Morgans, the Goldman Sachs, the big guys, BlackRock, they decided our computer picked up that they were taking their money out of GEO $4. You could see the color. So it actually today identifies the institutions that own GEO when they're pulling their money out. And then you have a confirmation, a crossover. So all you got to do is sell short. So you say, okay, at $44, I'm going to sell it short. It's red. You're going to put a stop in at $45. That's the most you can lose, $1. So say $100. And look at this. It stayed red all the way down. Stayed red all the way down. Look at this. Amazing, isn't it? So you can do just the opposite. You can make money as stocks go down. I'll give you one more. APOL. APOL. Now, this stock is a, oh, you forgot what the company did. But this thing got hit. It dropped from $28 all the way down to $16. What a discount. I mean, it's a great discount. Just like that percent discount. Just like we have a discount about 28%, I think it was, on GEO, and they had about another, 15-20% on CXW. So when these turn green, well, if that turns green, you buy. And you can say it turns green at $18. You can put a stop in at $17. So you know exactly what you're going to lose. So I don't understand. Why do you want to stay with these 401ks? Are you crazy? They're skimming $168 million every day in your 401k fund with hidden fees. That's on top of it. That's just some of them. That's over. And then you have another billion in hidden fees. You can't find these fees. That's crazy. Now you can go to the spiders, and it's so much better. That's the alternatives. Join my gang. Let me help you. We'll be right back. Phil's Gang.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
$12 million to create a green job? What are you, nuts? That's what it costs. $12 million for one green job. 2,298 green jobs were created under Obama during his crony capitalism days. That is insane. He promised 5 million new green jobs. 26 billion gone. Join my gang so you know which stocks to buy.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. You know, a lot of people are afraid of the stock market after losing most of their money in the different crashes, but now you don't have to be fearful because we have technology that will tell you when the markets are ready to collapse. That's right, the PT2. That we get information in advance of any correction, the smallest correction to the largest correction. Get my PT2. Make sure this time when you are investing that you have safety on your side.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. There is only one host, Phil Grande, who delivers both social and financial talk. Not even Hannity or Rush can deliver a 1-2 punch like that. That's Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Phil Grande is unique, the industry leader, the host ever to combine social issues and finance into winning stock market ideas. That's Phil Grande, philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Real undisputed champion in social and financial talk is Phil Grande and the Phil's Gang Show.
You know, Obama got the last laugh because another fantastic jobs report came out.
The last laugh is on you, Bill. Think about this. 232,000 jobs created. How about this? We lost 252,000 full-time jobs to get those 232,000 jobs. First, we gained 437,000 lousy part-time jobs, mostly minimum wage. No, the last laugh is on you.
Only Phil Grande delivers business and financial news with an insider's perspective on Wall Street and the economy.
You're going to keep trying to higher offset what's going on. And the earnings are all driven by, of course, stock buybacks. So you got all this stuff going on, which perfect storm.
That's the one and only Phil Grande and the Phil.
Join me weekdays at 3 p.m. for the best in social and financial talk. That's weekdays every day at 3 p.m. here on philsgang.com.
Be sure to watch the Phil's Gang Show with Phil Grande, weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on various devices like smartphones, tablets, your computer, and more. Get free access to the Phil's Gang Show right in your hands at home or on the go. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com and click on the Listen Live link. And we'll see you on the charts.
And investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional traders and investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB universal account. They also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology, from extensive options trading tools to sophisticated risk management and much more. Keep a pulse on daily market activity with commentary with IB's Traders Insight, which delivers from professional traders in the industry directly to your screen. Visit us at interactivebrokers.com to learn more about these offerings. Interactivebrokers.com. Interactive Brokers, member SIPC. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Another question I got, asking you where you stand on Trans-Pacific Partnership.
There are questions being raised about this current agreement. It hasn't been fully negotiated.
It hasn't been fully negotiated. Yes, it has. Yes, it has. But why don't you tell the truth? Tell the truth, Hillary. Tell the truth about the provision in the TPP bill called the Investor Estate Dispute Settlement that is so secret it can't be disclosed until 4 years after it goes into effect. What the hell kind of bill is that? Can you imagine in a free country, these legislators in Washington, these bunch of fools down there, are going to pass a bill so secret that 4 years later, 4 years after the bill goes through, they'll tell us what's in it. This is crazy. This is nuts. It's not just that foreign countries can sue the United States and corporations under this agreement. This thing is so crazy that individual corporations, they have the right to enforce these trade agreements against countries that is, I think I told you one before. Here's an example, like Philip Morris. This thing goes through. The cigarette companies can go to here in the United States. Philip Morris could come here and say, we are going to sue the United States of America for the last 15 years. You've been putting us on the package, saying dangerous to your health. We're suing you. And under this agreement, they can sue. Under this agreement, they can sue. This is going to kill us. This is going to kill our jobs. My God, don't they look at the jobs and what happened to us with NAFTA? Losing 5 million of those jobs? This is crazy. And we are going to be putting millions of Chinese to work with this, or we did with NAFTA, millions of Chinese to work. Because we're buying all their goods and their services. Because when we send over our goods, they say, no, we're not going to take those goods. No, we're not going to take them. And the ones they did take, they manipulate the currency to make sure the stuff's too expensive. Yeah, here, you can ship your typewriters and go ahead. There, yeah, no problem. See, let me take the currency. What's that typewriter? You'd have to sell your typewriter for about $10,000. Unbelievable. And because of NAFTA, why do you think we have an economy that is so poor? Because of NAFTA. This economy is a result of NAFTA. We haven't survived NAFTA. Are we ready to do another one? We have an economy is bleeding $1 billion a day because of this NAFTA. And the reason that we have the federal deficit, because we have a trade deficit. Quantitative easing, because we have a trade deficit. Meaning, when we have to borrow $5 billion every day, we have to borrow money from one Hung Lo, who loans us money to the Treasury at 2.24%. Now, they want to get that rate down. What do we have to do? Get the printing machine going, and then the Fed goes and buys all those treasuries to drop the rate down. What a nutty system. This is a crazy system, isn't it? So anytime that the government's going to borrow money, they see it's at 2.4%. They crank out the printing machine, print money, and print all this money, and then they go buy the treasuries. So the yield comes from 2.4 down to 1.4. So the government's paying less interest on borrowing $5 billion a day. You say, what's that got to do with me? It's got a lot to do with you. Are you kidding me? If they're going to print money to pay the $5 billion every day that we're short, because we're not taking enough revenue, because we're paying $2 trillion to fund welfare, every time they go and print money to bring the interest rate down for this country, so they're only paying 1.5% interest, that means when you go to the supermarket and you're wondering why, you go and you take the potato chip bag and half of it's air. Oh, they keep the price the same, but they took all the potato chips out. Have you seen that lately? Has anybody seen the bag of potato chips lately? My God. And you notice, I don't know if you notice, but I notice more and more people have calculators. Everybody's banging into each other in the supermarket. Everybody's got calculators. Nobody's keeping their eye on the road. They're going to have cops pretty soon in the aisles with whistles. Everybody's got their calculator. Make sure they got enough money by the time they get out of the supermarket. That's because of that. And then you have these liars in Washington tell us we have no inflation. Oh, and by the way, down to 5.2% unemployment rate, we will have done so well. The prices will be up so high because we have hired so many people that we're going to get in a bidding war for wages. Our wages are going to scream up. Then we're going to have to raise these interest rates to start laying people off to cool things off at 5.5%, 5.2%. Now we're at 5.2%, and guess what? Not happening, right? I never seen anything so crazy. It's just crazy. And that's what we need. We got to get back to the basics. And you got to get back to the basics in your investing. You really do. Stop with this nonsense. All these fancy things they tell you invest in, it's real simple. You go to this, you put on your computer my PT2 software. It's real simple. It's so simple. And just put up spiders. I got it right here for you right now, spiders. Turns green, you buy the darn thing. Turns red, you sell it. What's so hard about that? You got to get back to something simple. Here, listen to this. Is great. I was listening to Ron Paul talking about the market too.
I think the Fed is very efficient, and the Clinton's protection team is very efficient, and they have gained confidence in the market that the Fed won't allow this market to drop. And this is why I've always leaned toward the assumption that the Fed is never going to raise interest rates.
That's right. The Fed can't raise interest rates. He's right. I've been saying that forever. You can't raise interest rates. How are you going to raise interest rates? Somebody tell me, how are you going to raise interest rates when the country's broke and the country has to go borrow money? And we can't afford. We got to keep these interest rates low. They got to keep the 10-year Treasury low. We can't borrow. We can't raise rates. We haven't had a correction in this market for almost 3 years. They are never going to raise interest rates. We are going to have QE4 this fall, another new one. Are you going to miss that one too? The market will go up 30% for the next 2 years. First, we're going to get a nice little correction, probably 8 to 10%, and then we're going to have QE because they've got to. Because here's the thing, they've got to get the interest rate down. We can't borrow money at 2.4%. Right now, we're paying China 2.4%. We went up from 1.4 to 2.4. That means our budget deficit went up $150 billion. That's right. Our budget deficit went up $150 billion. Every 1% that our 10-year Treasury goes up, our budget deficit goes up $150 billion. And it's killing us. So the best thing for you to do is try to take a little bit of money and just put it away. And if you don't want to do the spiders, at least do the banks. They're crooked. The banks are crooked. Just put Goldman Sachs up on the PT2. I'll do it right now for you. Right there, Goldman Sachs. Look at this. If Goldman Sachs, when it had its crossover, and that was, I'll give you the date if you did this right. Okay, let me look at it here. If you had the crossover right around, that was about April 6th. That was, what was that? That was around $190. It crossed over, red over yellow. You could have bought $190. Now it's $215. It stayed green all the way up. That's a nice return. That's a beautiful look at it on the computer. Look at it on my site. Go to philsgang.com and take a look at it. It's archived. This is what you have to do. Just try one stock at a time with us. That's all. Join my gang. Remember, Americanism. That's what we need. Americanism. And if you're poor, you gotta think different. Think different. Change your mindset.
You have been listening to Phil's host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.